Đó. Sit down. Sit down. Đúng chưa?
Không sao đâu, tại mặt nó đen.
Đẹp sang người không sao nói. Okay, hi everyone.
Hi.
Thank you, Hoa and Cook, for sharing.
COC.
Okay, there are many kind of accent. This talk that I'm going about to talk about is a different kind of accent, an accent from an African American. So, I have spent my entire life either at the schoolhouse, on the way to the schoolhouse, or talking about what happens in the schoolhouse. Both my parents were educators. My maternal grandparents were educators. And for the past 40 years, I've done the same thing. And so needless to say, over those years, I have a chance to look at education reform from a lot of perspectives. Some of those reforms have been good, some of them have been not so good. And we know why kids drop out, we know why kids don't learn. We see the poverty, low attendance, negative peer influences, we know why. But one of the things that we never discuss, or we rarely discuss, is the value and importance of human connection, relationships. James Coleman says that no significant learning can occur without significant relationships. George Washington Carver says that all learning is understanding relationships. Everyone in this room has been affected by a teacher or an adult. For years, I have watched people teach. I've looked at the best and I've looked at some of the worst. A college said to me one time, people don't pay me to like the kids. They pay me to teach a lesson, the kids should learn it. I should teach it, they should learn it, case closed. Well, I said to her, you know, kids don't learn from people they don't like. See, she said, that's just a bunch of hooey. And I said to her, well, your year's going to be long and arduous, dear. And needless to say it was. Some people think that you can either have it in you to build a relationship or you don't. I think Stephen Covey had the right idea. He said you ought to just throw in some simple thing. Like seeking first to understand as opposed to being understood. Simple things like apologizing. You ever thought about that? Tell kids you're sorry, then shock. I taught a lesson once on ratio. I'm not real good at math, but I was working on it. I got back and I looked at teacher edition. I taught the whole lesson wrong. So I came back to class the next day and I said, look guys, I need to apologize. I taught the whole lesson wrong. I'm so sorry. And they said, it's okay, Miss Pearson. You were so excited, we just let you go. I have had classes that was so low, so academically deficient that I cried. And I wonder, how am I going to take this group in 9 months from where they are to where they need to be? It was difficult. It was awfully hard. How do I raise the self-esteem of a child and his academic achievement at the same time? One year, I came up with a bright idea, and I told all of my students, you were chosen to be in my class. Because I am the best teacher and you were the best students. They put us on together so we can show everybody else how to do it. One of the students said, really? I said, really? We have to show the other classes how to do it. So when we walk down the hall, people will notice us. So you can't make noise, you just have to strut. And I give them a saying to say that I am somebody. I was somebody when I came. I'll be a better somebody when I live. I'm powerful and strong. I deserve the education that I get here. I have things to do, people to impress, and places to go. And they say, yeah! And they say it long enough. It starts to be part of it. And so, I gave a quiz. 20 questions. Assume Miss 18. I put a +2 in this paper and a big smiley face. He said, Miss Pearson, is this an F? I said, yeah. He said, then why'd you put a smiley face? I said, because you're on the roll. You got 2 right, you didn't miss them all. I said, when we reveal this, won't you do better? He said, yes ma'am, I can do better. He said, -18 sucks on the life out of you. +2 said, you ain't home bad. 4 years, I watched my mother taking time at recess to review, going home visits in the afternoon, by combs and brushes and peanut butters and the crackers put in her desk drawer for kids that needed to eat, and I washed gloves with some soap for kids that didn't smell so good. See, it's hard to teach kids to stink. And kids can be cruel. And so she kept those things in the desk, and years later, after she retired, I watched some of those same kids come through and said, you know, Miss Walker, you made a difference in my life. You make it work for me. You made me feel like I was somebody when I knew at the bottom I wasn't. And I just want you to see what I've become. When my mama died 2 years ago at 92, there were so many former students at the funeral. It brought tears to my eyes, not because she was gone, but because she left a legacy of relationships that can never disappear. Can we stand to have more relationship? Absolutely. Will you like on your children? Of course not. And you know that the toughest kids are never absent. Never. And you won't like them all. But the toughest ones show up for a reason. It's the connection. It's the relationships. And while you won't like them all, the key is they will never, ever know it. So teachers are great actors and great actresses. We come to work when you don't feel like it. And we're listening to policy that doesn't make sense. But we teach anyway. We teach anyway. Because that's what we do. Teaching and learning should bring joy. How powerful would our world be if we have kids that weren't afraid to take risks, that weren't afraid to think, and had a champion. Every child deserves a champion, an adult who will never give up on them, who understand the power of connection, and who insist they become the best that they could possibly be. Is this job tough? You betcha. Oh God, you betcha. But it's not impossible. We can do this. We're educators. We're born to make a difference. Thanks so much.